this episode of Giving Your Dog Its Best Life. I'm Jeannine Smith, canine educator. We all love our fur babies and want to make the most of our years together. Join me as we discuss all sorts of ways to give your dog its best life. We'll cover a bunch of topics: health, training, challenges at different developmental stages, from puppyhood to crossing the Rainbow Bridge, and maybe just a little bit of storytelling centered in how deeply we love these amazing canines. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe. I would love to hear from you in the comments or via email at Jeannine@edupups.com. I'd love to hear topics you feel are important to your life with your pup. Together, we can speak, live, and love dog as we give your dog its best life. Hi there. Today's topic is pet insurance. Is it worth it? Should you spend that money every month? Well, I went for years without it, but I did regret that decision when I had 2 golden retrievers, both age 6, a brother and sister, both diagnosed within a month of each other of abdominal lymphoma. I do think there was a genetic component there, but that didn't matter. We had 2 very, very sick dogs who were going to die in the near future, unless I did some serious care options, which began at $10,000 to $12,000 per dog. Unfortunately, that was not in my budget. And so both of my amazing fur babies crossed the Rainbow Bridge at age 6, within a month of each other. It was unbelievably devastating. That terrible experience, though, sparked a desire to research holistic care, nutrition, and how could I boost the autoimmune system of my dogs. These topics are not covered here, but they are covered in other podcasts. None of us want the unthinkable. We don't want a severe medical issue caused by illness or accident. But if that happens, isn't it nice to have some options? So most of the insurance companies have different options which help you adjust the cost. The one that affects the cost the most is your deductible. The insurances that I've looked at, the deductible can range anywhere from $200 to $1,000 per issue that you're having. The amount of coverage typically is somewhere between $20,000 to $100,000 per year. And then the percentage of coverage, how much they cover out of each incident or claim, is typically 80% or 90%. The one, like I said, that makes the biggest difference in your price is if you raise your deductible. But not all insurance companies are equal. I mean, when you look, some of them are less money out of pocket. But then you have to look at the reviews and see, do they actually pay? And how many hoops do you have to go through before you do get your money back? And for all of the insurance companies that I've ever looked at, except for one, you, as the owner, have to front the money up front, and then you get paid back. There was one company that I had, and my sister as well, and they seem to do everything they can to deny coverage. And my coverage was minimal, my issues. Hers was major illness and surgeries. But even for my just normal stuff, it took months and multiple phone calls to get some answer. And a lot of times it wasn't even covered after I've jumped through all those hoops. If you want to know the name of that company, if you email me, I will tell you that. I'm not stating their name here on the podcast. But there are some good ones out there. I am very happy with my pet insurance company, which is Lemonade Pet Insurance. They do all different kinds of insurance besides pets, and they are in, I believe, all 50 states. I highly recommend them for their excellent care. They're very fast at processing claims. It's all done online. They're very clear about the process. Their coverage is the best I have found for the price. I have 4 Goldens ranging in age from Jazz is 10 and they go down to Orvie, who's 3. Right now I have $50,000 per year on each dog. So that's the most I could spend on a dog per year. $1,000 deductible would come out of my pocket before I got anything back. They cover 90%, including extras, though. I've opted for some extras like acupuncture, physical therapy, hydrotherapy, sick vet visits, etc. You can knock the price down even more if you don't have that. For all 4 dogs, I pay a little over $200 per month. I've really had no issues ever with claims. They're very good to communicate with. Another thing that I really like about Lemonade Pet Insurance, and I haven't found this in another one, is they have a give back program where any leftover money from unused premiums is donated to charities chosen by their policy owners. The company that most vets recommend is Trupanion. And Trupanion is phenomenal. I mean, they have been rated Pet's Best Insurance. They are the only company that pays, that I know of at least, that pays the vet directly. So you don't have to pay up front and then get reimbursed from the insurance company. The vets love it because there is far less paperwork on their end. It's all done just from Trupanion to vet and easy. They also cover the dog for an unlimited amount and cover genetic issues. So they're very, very inclusive. Those are some major advantages. However, because they cover the extreme amazing, they're very expensive. Like I told you, I pay a little over $200 for the 4 dogs. If I went to Trupanion, it would be almost $900 per month for the 4 dogs. That's more than I can do. But I did want to give you a couple of options in case you want the peace of mind of pet insurance. Both of these companies work and they pay and they're easy to deal with. But it's still up to you, and you got to decide if it fits in your budget and what you want to do for your wife and your pets, etc. No matter how you slice it, pets are expensive. I mean, whether you're looking at vets or you're looking at food or care or daycare or whatever, but it's so worth it. I can't imagine living without a dog or 2 or 4. It's a personal decision, though, whether you're willing to have some options for the severe stuff, like accidents, operations, or major illnesses. For me, I hope I never have any of those, but at least I have the peace of mind to know that if that happens, I have options. This time, I have options. So for me, that's what I want to do. We all want the best for our fur babies. I'd like you to please check out other EduPups podcasts. Together, we can help our dogs live their very best lives. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of Giving Your Dog Its Best Life. If you enjoyed this podcast, please like and subscribe down below. I welcome your comments here or at Jeannine@edupups.com. Together, we can speak, live, and love dog as we give your dog its best life.